everybody, welcome back to Pelvis Party. My name is Becky. I am the owner of Rochester Local, and I am your host today for Pelvis Party. And I am joined by JJ and Nicole, and they are breast care coordinators at Olmsted Medical Center. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having
Happy
us.
that you are here because we're talking about something very important that I feel really passionate about: mammograms, right?
That's our life.
Mammograms. Mammograms get a bad rap in the kind of broader pop culture world. Everybody thinks that they're painful and terrible, and everybody's like, oh, I'm going in for my mammograms. But we need to talk about the importance of early screening and why we need to get up and over that and make that appointment, right? So can you talk to me about why is it so important to get, an early screening, get that mammogram, get in to be seen?
Things can be caught very early if you
Mhm.
just start having your mammograms at 40
Yep.
every year and do your self breast exams.
Yep.
It is not that painful.
No.
We're very nice.
Yes. Yes. I
We'll
would
make it a
say,
good experience.
right. I would say that. When you start having regular mammograms, you're creating basically like a map of like everything that's been happening, and you can watch things, see what's happened. And a year to year, you know, getting in, like you said, things can be caught very early
And
on.
it is all about looking at the priors and comparison.
Yep. So you're making that comparison map for yourself. So it's not just a one-off look at what your breast tissue is looking like at that moment, maybe
Right.
for your first one, but
Yeah.
continuing on. I have to say, I do not mind getting my mammogram, and
Good.
I have talked with a lot of friends and been like, "Let me hold your hand.
Yeah.
I will take you there."
Just do it.
Well, plus the experience at OMC
Yeah.
is so nice. You go down and then you get a little gown and you
Yeah.
go into your room, and it's very modest. It's very discreet. I feel cared for as a woman down there in the imaging hallway. I even when you have to take your drape off, right? And the drape has to go to one side. I've just always been so impressed with how they ask you to tuck your gown or where to put your gown, because they're treating you with a lot of dignity there. So that really sets, for me, a mammogram apart. And I bet you see all kinds of patients down there, from tears and anxiety and
Passing
whatever.
out.
Passing out. Oh no.
Just because they're so nervous.
Oh
It
no.
happens.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will say the two of you have great experience in breast care. And you kind of have a personal story that goes along with that too, don't you?
I do. And also, it's a good story to show how screening is so important because I have no breast cancer history on either side of my family. So when I turned 40, I was getting bombarded by all these messages. Come in for your mammogram.
Yep.
And I was like,
Yep.
I don't need to do that. Whatever. So, but I finally did because my sister actually encouraged me. And I went in and then they found something that was off. So I ended up getting a biopsy and it was benign. But at that point, then I knew it was important for me to go in. And the following year, I actually did get diagnosed with cancer. It was fast. And so the science is there. They want you to start at 40, and there's a reason. I'm not sure where we're at right now with, like, the last time I heard, it was like 1 in 8 women will get diagnosed with breast cancer.
In their lifetime.
So, and then once I got diagnosed, I felt like there was all these other women around me getting diagnosed. I just know, you notice things more. But yeah, it's really, really important to get your screening mammogram. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's comfortable all the time. It's not. I think also there's another fear of, like, I don't want to know, right?
Right.
I'm afraid.
Yes.
But we have so many great treatments now. I'm 3 years out, cancer free.
Congratulations.
Yes, this
Yeah.
tattoo is a part of that journey. I'm the survivor times 2, so I was diagnosed twice.
Wow.
I had full reconstruction done. I had a bilateral mastectomy. It was, I don't want to get into all the technical,
Yeah.
but it was nipple sparing. So now that what they can do is leave your nipples.
Okay.
and then you just get an implant underneath. And so I ended up still having cancer under the nipple a year later.
Oh
So
my goodness.
that was taken off, and then I had proton beam radiation. That being said, yeah, like I said, it's very important for screening. And also at OMC, we want to make you feel really comfortable. We have, between the techs that we have, I don't know, we have probably over 100 years of experience,
Yeah.
all
You
together.
probably do.
They
I'm
are
certain.
so
Yeah.
passionate. And I had my treatment outside of OMC. I wasn't a part of OMC at that point. But I have to say that I have had such a good experience at our breast imaging center. Like, everyone is like family.
Yeah.
It feels like family, and we really take care of our patients from
Yeah.
the time that they come in to if they were having to have a biopsy, like, we're there for the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then also results,
Wow.
and then
Yep.
from there. So it's really important to me that these women are getting taken care of and heard, and also feel like they have a choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Nikki just had an experience the other day too, where she gave a patient a choice to whether to do something or not after a biopsy. I mean, we won't get into it, but it was really nice. It was a great story. It made me happy. And that's how we want you to feel when you come there. So I know it's scary.
It is scary. Yes, it is scary. It's easy for me to see the passion that you bring to your position because of your personal experience. And
Exactly.
not only is that an asset to the position, it's an asset to the women that you see, that you come into contact with, and the patients at OMC. Is that level of care is elevated because of your personal experience. And not only that, but you're willing to share it.
Yeah,
You're
It
willing
does
to
help,
share
yeah.
that.
and I think the thing about fear is you fear things that you don't understand
Yeah.
or know. And cancer is just, it's not, you don't want to get that diagnosis, the C word. I didn't wear pink for a while either after. I was like anti-pink, but
A lot of people are.
I'm good now.
Well, and you look radiant.
Oh, thank you. I could not figure out what to wear today. So this is what happened. But,
Yeah.
Low pressure here.
Yeah.
Low pressure here.
but yeah, I just feel really grateful. I have felt great ever since. I love it. I
She's
like
a very good fit.
educating
Right.
Yeah.
too.
Because if I'm getting diagnosed with breast cancer and I see somebody like her, like, she looks okay. Like, she looks like she feels okay. She looks healthy. Like,
I
it's
know.
not the end of the
There's
world.
so much hope.
Yeah.
And that first step is just knowing. Right. And there is comfort in thinking, I just don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But knowledge is power, and we need to find out and get that baseline and get in and get your screenings.
Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
I have 2 teenagers now, and they saw me go through that. I mean, some of it was very ugly, but I mean, we can endure a lot more than we think.
Yeah. And
We're tougher.
Yeah, it's scary to think that we have to endure, but we can endure. One thing that I wanted to touch on with the two of you is what happens when on either good, on either side, there's a good result or nothing showed up. That's going to be good. Or there's a, hey, we spotted something. One thing that I always find really remarkable when I get my mammograms at OMC is they will look you in the eye after you're dressed, you got your robe back on, and they will say, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get a my chart. You're going to get a letter. And if we need something to happen, you're going to get a phone call. So it's not like, what's going to happen next? What do I need to know?
Yeah.
Right.
You're told before you leave that room what you can expect. So maybe you can talk a little bit about what happens with results and follow up and proceed and what that looks like.
That's exactly how you said it. When I dismiss a patient and they're all finished, I check their images. She's good to go. That's exactly what I tell her.
Yeah.
If you don't hear from us, it's just a letter. You're probably good for the year.
Yep.
If we need you back, we will be calling you.
Yep.
And it's literally JJ and I calling you. We call you within a day or two. We can get you back in within a week or so. And so if you do have to come back, that's when it's a diagnostic mammogram.
Yep.
And then we always have the radiologist look at it while you wait when you're having the diagnostic.
Okay.
Might do some more mammal pictures, might do ultrasound, might do both.
Yeah.
And we try to do everything while you're there.
Okay.
And then they verbally give you results while you're there too.
Okay.
We don't let you go home and wait and worry or anything again.
Okay. That's incredible care. Incredible care because our brains are wired to go to the what ifs.
Yeah.
And my mom's always said to me, don't borrow worry. Well, that's really hard, isn't it? We try to do that. We try to do that, but it's really hard. So I've always
Moms are big
appreciated.
worriers. Yeah.
So she's, but having those results right then and there is a big part of some, really phenomenal care.
Right.
So yeah, I just really appreciate the two of you being able to talk with me. And you're both such calming presences,
Oh, thanks.
and just
Our whole area is. It's very
it
calm.
is.
We had the same birthday too.
What?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're very
to
connected. Yeah.
be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meant to be. Well,
Mhm.
I've loved having the two of you
Me
on.
too.
Thank you so much for sharing your
Thank you.
journey. Thank you for sharing openly with the people that you come into contact too.
Oh,
So,
yeah, of
right?
course.
Yeah.
I'm an open book.
I love that.
I always say it's nothing until it's something. Don't Google.
No.
So if you feel
Yeah.
good today, feel good and feel good with your family or,
Mhm.
whoever is your family.
Yep, absolutely. So you've made some really compelling reasons why we should just make that appointment, call to make
Mhm.
that appointment. So if you've been encouraged to pick up the phone or make connection to have your mammogram, a couple of ways you can do that. You can go to olmstedmedicalcenter.org, or you can also self-book. If you are on my chart, you can make your mammogram
Mhm.
appointment through my chart, which is so convenient. I've done it that way before too. So if you are interested in more pelvis party topics, you can go to rochesterlocal.com/pelvis party. Thanks so much for tuning in.